Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective. Another day in this freezing cold weather. The funny thing though is like the cold doesn't even significantly bother me, especially when it's not windy. The cold just kind of, it deters me a little bit, but it doesn't really bother me in a significant way. But the thing that happened was that we had a storm followed by cold. So the storm itself, even though it had been a while, I'm used to shoveling snow. I shoveled, I dug out all that snow. But the next day, it was cold. So when the snow plows came by and made those new dirty snow mounds, they just turned to ice, and they've been sitting there on the road and making it really difficult to navigate. So that's the part that bothers me. Take the snow out of this equation and let's just say it's just cold. I'm okay. I can deal with cold. I can put on some layers until I don't feel cold. I can put on an extra sweater. I can put on a fleece. I can put on an extra warm hat, scarf, and gloves until I'm okay. But the snow is the part that bothers me. What else? We are now about a little over 2 weeks away from the Survivor premiere. Can't wait for that. That should be good. I'm excited about it. But right now, we are getting to a later point of the season of the Traders, and I guess spoiler alert for anyone who still hasn't seen it, but I'm going to be talking about it a little bit. So the online delegation, I've been reading different things about the season and what people are thinking about last week's episode. And last week's episode was really interesting. If you guys remember, I made a live last week where I said, I think that as much as I like Candace, I think that she made a mistake. I said, I think that she made a mistake putting down Rob's name. Because the reason I said that is because now that we're on season 4, and I've also seen some other countries' iterations of the Traders, but especially on the Traders US, if somebody puts a random name down out of nowhere, then it if a trader specifically, if a trader specifically puts down another person's name at the round table out of nowhere, people eventually are onto that person. So we saw that happen with Dan Giesling and Phaedra when Dan tried to come for Phaedra at the round table when he was never saying her name before. So I kind of figured that when Candace did that with Rob, that would put Rob's name out there, but I also kind of felt like they would get rid of Candace first because they're like, wait a minute, you have not been saying this name, you've not been saying this name, then all of a sudden you say this name once your name gets brought up. So I know there's going to be some people wondering why. So I don't think that it was in the best interest of either Rob or Candace to come for each other. I know that Candace was pissed at Rob because Rob went for Lisa. I think that Candace, sorry. I think that Rob should have told Candace that he was going for Lisa first. And then, secondly, because of the fact that he didn't, I think that Candace should have played the game better in the sense of, even if she was upset about it, not writing his name down and not letting him know that this is how she felt about it, because, you know, he already had a leg up on her. And then also the move to take out Colton. I didn't think that was the best move for her. And in fact, again, Rob was ahead in the chess game because he said it right in his diary room interview, where he was like, everybody knows that Colton thought that she was a traitor, so it's actually a good move for him, as in for Rob, for Candace to pick Colton to be the one that they murder. I think she should have tried to recruit somebody. I know she said she was worried about the recruit potentially working with Rob, but I guess she just didn't realize how down she was already in that fight with him. Because Rob has the same charm, it seems like, as a Boston Rob. In fact, he's not even as loud as Boston Rob. So they haven't even pushed him to the point of like where Boston Rob had to go to lie and keep himself in the game. So that's where I'm at with it. Happy Monday. I hope y'all have a great morning. And as always, thanks for your support. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to get notified of when I drop some more great content. Thank you all. Have an amazing day.